Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here with Robert the Ghost Guerrero, who takes on Aron Martinez this Saturday on NBC, headlining now your second NBC fight. That must be a good feeling, no?
Oh yeah, definitely a good feeling to be back on NBC and so quick too. That's one of the biggest things is being able to get right back in the ring, and we're back in Saturday afternoon. It's kind of weird saying that, but I'm excited and I can't wait.
That's a thing that popped in my mind too, is fighting an afternoon fight. Is it any different? Is it an advantage? Is it a disadvantage? Talk to me about that dynamic.
I think it's an advantage, fighting in the afternoon because, it's almost like regular, training regimen. Get up in the morning, go for your run, eat breakfast, and then get in the gym like around 12, 1 o'clock. So, it's like second nature, I guess, man. So I'm kind of excited and, waiting to fight later on towards, the evening. You start getting lazy, you start, being bored, sitting around, resting too much. So, it's a quick turnaround, get up, eat, and go fight.
I always wondered in the anticipation of a fight, like you mentioned, like waiting around, if like it just gets so... You get so anxious that you're like you start like not freaking out, but like you get all this anxious energy that like you kind of get claustrophobic in a way, no?
How
is that?
Yeah, I mean, you start getting restless because you want to fight. Your body's just raring to go. You haven't really worked very hard throughout the week because everything's light. And then you get out there and you get in the dressing room, you got to wait another hour and a half to fight, and you're just like, let's get this on the road. So, I'm excited that, it's early and, man, we can see what happens.
Now, this fight, in this point of your career, what does this fight do for you?
Staying active. For sure, you got to win a fight like this, take care of business, and it's about being active in the ring and being inactive, being out for a year, 6 months, 8 months, not being able to fight. It really kills you. It kills you. A lot of fighters say, there's no ring rust, I feel great, I'm in shape, I've been sparring, I've been doing this, staying in the gym. But, that ring rust is always there. You don't really find out till you get into that ring and you start exploiting those bad habits. And, like in the last fight, it was, got started late. Got started real late. It almost seemed like if, like I approached the fight like a sparring match. You start getting warmed up and then you start going to work. So, but I like I said, it has to be with not being very active, throughout the year and, staying on it.
So for people, I want to say, I'll rephrase that have been watching you, they've seen you come up from 126, 30, then jump to 47. They knew you at first as a guy that boxed a lot, moved around. You were a really, really good, technically speaking, boxer. And then you started brawling a bit more. Are we going to see you box again, ever again, or is this like kind of like the new norm now?
Who wants to see boxing, man? It's boring.
I like seeing boxing. What are you talking about? It's not boring.
No, I'm joking around. No, but it has to do with not being active.
Yeah.
When I was at featherweight and 135 pounds, I was fighting a lot. I was fighting, every 4 months, every 5 months, 3-4 fights a year. So, I was always sharp on my game. And then, I got the shoulder surgery and I was out for a year and a half. And then, came back and just developed that habit of just, what, I'm moving to 47. I just got to mow these guys down. They think I can't do it. I got to do it. Mm-hmm. So, you start developing habits like that. And then, fight like that. And then you take a long time off and then you come back and you tend to just keep on it, doing the same thing. And, that's why, we got to, stay active and try to get, more fights throughout the year. So, all your tools are sharp, your boxing skills, your inside skills, everything starts coming back. And, the quick turnaround from the Thurman fight to now, I felt a lot better in the gym. A lot of stuff was coming together in sparring, a lot of different things that I haven't been doing in a long time. So, I think you guys are going to be excited to see me this time. So I'm pumped up, and you know what? I think I'm ready. I'm ready to go with a lot of different things.
Now, I was looking at your Twitter. There was a tweet that you retweeted a guy tweeted, said like something about like fighters are exploited, and you retweeted it. I want to get your thoughts, if maybe you could elaborate on your experiences as a pro fighter, seeing certain fighters get exploited like that.
When fighters get exploited, that's when it's time to go to the drawing board and change things up. That's what I did. That's what I did, during after the Thurman fight. Really assess myself. From that fight and the Mayweather fight. Just trying to walk guys down and be a brawler and trying to mow them down. It's just not working. It's just not working. So you got to stay on it. You got to be able to change things up and do different things in the ring. And because the minute you stop learning and doing different things in the ring is the moment it's time to hang them up. It's time, you're doing the same thing over and over, and people catch on to it. So like early in my career, I was doing a lot of different things. People don't know if I was going to be the brawler, I was going to be the boxer or the boxer puncher, or the slick guy. It was just changing a lot of things up. And like I said, it goes to being active and staying on your game and being able to not be predictable.
Speaking of the subject of these fights are now getting, of course, it's a little bit easier for these fights to happen because you're with Haman, and Haman has a lot of fighters. How would you assess Robert Guerrero business-wise before Haman and now with Haman? And do you feel that he's gone out and taken care of you a lot better than the other people you were with before?
Look, I'm right back in the ring. It says it all. Back in the ring, NBC. In 3 months. It's incredible. It's incredible to be with a guy like Al Haman and to be with other guys who, it's like pulling teeth to get a fight, and to make a fight, and it's everything's back and forth and back and forth. So, without Haman, it's great. It's great for boxing. It's great for us fighters, and it's great for me. So, it's awesome. It's awesome to be without Haman and to be able to be back-to-back fights right away and staying active.
Because I know there's like a lot of heat comes from fans about people that go over to Haman, and even with you being a former Golden Boy fighter and leaving that stable and everything like that. So there's a lot of heat surrounding that situation. What would you comment about that?
It is what it is. People are going to be mad and people are going to, be sour about things. But, Al's really about the fighters. He's really about the fighters, and everybody knows. That's why they go, it's like a mystery, with Al Haman, because you never see him around or nobody ever sees him. The majority of people don't even know what he looks like, not unless you're like a true boxing guy. He is really about the fighters, and to get a guy who doesn't have a big ego to be there in the limelight and look at me, I got all these fighters. It makes everything great.
Robert, great to see you as always. Can't wait. Fights this Saturday on noon, not at nighttime, on NBC.